In cooperation with the U.S. Department of Justice, Bureau of Justice Assistance, and the Valor Initiative, the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial Fund is engaged in the Destination Zero project, which acknowledges effective officer safety and wellness initiatives that help drive down the risk factors proven to lead to officer injuries and deaths. Each year, hundreds of law enforcement agencies submit their safety programs to the Destination Zero project, and 4 law enforcement agencies are selected as winners of the coveted National Officer Safety and Wellness Award. Each month, one of the winners or finalists from the previous year is featured on the Destination Zero website. This month's featured initiative is the Yolo County, California Sheriff's Office Traffic Safety Program. In 2012, Captain Larry Cecchettini from the Yolo County Sheriff's Office attended a safe driving symposium centered around the Below 100 initiative, which aims to reduce police line-of-duty deaths to fewer than 100 per year. Upon his return, the Sheriff's Office embarked on a campaign to improve the safe driving practices of their deputies. Immediately, Captain Cecchettini reviewed the agency's seatbelt policy and determined that it required modification. He promptly rewrote the policy so it would be mandatory to wear a seatbelt at all times, with certain tactical exceptions, and the sheriff implemented it the next day. He then contacted the county's risk manager to quantify the number of on-duty crashes that had occurred in the last 10 years, and the financial cost resulting from these crashes. He learned that each year, for the prior 8 years, the department averaged 1 crash per month, injuring 1.5 deputies each year, 2 of whom had to retire due to their injuries. During the 10-year period reviewed, the department had spent in excess of $1 million on liability, property damage, workers' comp, legal fees, and costs to repair damage to their own patrol vehicles. Speed data was also analyzed. The dash cameras in the patrol cars constantly record, but when the vehicle speed hits 90 miles per hour, the system tags that data point, called an activation. Agency supervisors then review the video to determine if the activation was justified and necessary. It was through this reporting process that they learned there were 616 speed activations in the prior 12 months alone. One of those activations was at 126 miles per hour for a deputy not even en route to a call. Armed with this new and important information, training began immediately. The department utilized training resources from Below 100, including presentations with videos of officers driving recklessly and causing the deaths of themselves, fellow officers, and the public. In this presentation, they included their own crash statistics and dashcam videos of their deputies crashing. The department trained all patrol deputies, detectives, animal services officers, court services deputies, coroners, and anyone in the department of 240 employees who drives county-owned vehicles. In order to change the existing culture, they also developed a comprehensive marketing campaign by providing access to downloaded motivational posters from Below 100 and creating and distributing 2 of their own posters. These eye-catching posters were hung throughout the office, so you literally could not go outside the building or to the restroom without being reminded of the important traffic safety message. One poster featured a photo of the Uhl sisters, as well as pictures of their crashed vehicle and the totaled police car. Captain Cecchettini met with Kim Schloll, who lost her teenage daughters, Jessica and Kelly Uhl, when they were killed instantly after being hit head-on by an Illinois state trooper who was driving 126 miles per hour on a freeway while using his onboard computer and talking on a cell phone. Captain Cecchettini used this tragedy to educate his Yolo County deputies on the dangers of speed and distracted driving, and they created this poster to convey these dangers to everyone in the department. The second poster created was of a young woman by the name of Danielle Davidson, whose vehicle was struck by another vehicle on the freeway, causing it to roll 4.5 times. Though she required surgeries from which she is now completely recovered, Danielle was told by the medical staff who treated her that she would have been killed had she not been wearing a seatbelt. The department then began monitoring speed activations. Deputies were ordered to narrate their patrol car video when reaching activation level speeds to justify the activation. Command staff recognize there are acceptable speed activations, such as priority calls and pursuits, but the deputy must justify the need. They reiterated to the deputies that in specific circumstances it was acceptable to exceed 90 miles per hour, and added that emergency lights and siren must be activated and that officers drive with utmost regard for the safety of the public. Each month, a patrol lieutenant is responsible for reviewing all speed activations, providing command staff with a list of unjustified activations. The Yolo County Sheriff also met with the Deputy Sheriff's Association and reminded them that this program was not designed to discipline drivers, but rather to keep the deputies safe by reducing exposure to at-fault crashes. In the first 3 months the new policy was in effect, unjustified speed activations dropped dramatically. Over half of the deputies dropped their activations to 0, and a majority of the remaining deputies had 2 activations or fewer. Deputies who dropped to 0 were rewarded with sheriff certificates and department challenge coins. Those who continued to record unjustified activations were issued memorandums of counseling. In the first year of implementation of the new policy, the Yolo County Sheriff's Office experienced a 91% reduction in unjustified speed activations. In the second year, unjustified speed activations dropped another 3%. Even more important, they did not have an at-fault crash in over 24 months, saving the department an estimated $225,000. The cost to implement their program was less than $1,000. To learn more about the Yolo County Sheriff's Office Traffic Safety Program, go to www.destinationzero.org, click the Officer Traffic Safety tab, then select Award Winner. To learn more about the Destination Zero program or to nominate a law enforcement agency's safety program for the National Officer Safety and Wellness Award, contact Nick Bruhl, Director of Officer Safety and Wellness at the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial Fund at 202-737-7864 or email nbruhl@nleomf.org.